Hey, what's going on, everybody? Martavius here.
And it's Cash.
And welcome to another episode of
Never Miss a Monday.
So, if this is your first time joining us, then welcome. In Never Miss a Monday, we like to just share some tips, tools, strategies, techniques, stories, encouragement, just things just to help you move forward in your life.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks. We like to have fun too. So just relax, find a comfortable spot. If you want to take some notes, we encourage that. You can take some notes on things that you find useful, that you find valuable, that you can actually use in your life, today, this week, so you can just see some type of change. So in today's episode, we're going to just cover just how we fall into stuff sometimes and just, Cash and I were just talking about that, just how sometimes we just don't know that we're good at certain things until we're actually faced up against that thing that we have to use that gift or use that skill, So, so let's get into this episode.
Let's dive into it. So just leaning into your strengths. I think sometimes it can be hard to accept your strengths as they are and realize the value in your strengths. Something that is so simple and so easy and seamless for you is something that another person struggles with. I was having a conversation with my sister actually earlier this morning, and, we were talking about some strategies. She's also a business owner, and she owns African print clothing boutique. Shout out to Swakoko Betty. But she was asking me for help with her Facebook ads, and I was like, yeah, sure, and she's like, well, what are you going to charge me? And I'm just thinking like, I don't know, I don't know. It's just something that I do. And I gave her my price, and, she was like, don't sit here and act like, you're doing me a favor or I'm doing you a favor. She's like, this is very valuable to me, and I'm more than happy to pay you for your time. And that's my sister saying that. And you know how family is. Family is like the last people. They're usually the last people to believe in you, and just hearing that from her is like, wow, I guess she sees, well, my sister's doing something with her Facebook ads. They seem to be successful. Let me buy into some of that value. And just talking to Martavius about it after the fact, we kind of just started talking about just your strengths and accepting your strengths and realizing the worth of your strengths. You might be the go-to person on your team for X, Y, and Z, and you could be annoyed like they always get me to do this, but it could be that you do it to such excellence that they can't even pick somebody else for the job, or, maybe a friend needs you and there's something that you can just do without any effort. Maybe some effort, because all great things require effort, but something that you can do that will challenge you, but that you can do effectively. Just realizing your worth and accepting your strengths and being confident that you can do those things that people see in you that you may not see.
Right. And that's just a really good point, just about really believing in your strengths. I like how you just started with that, because that's one of the first things I was thinking. It's just really falling into your strengths and believing in your own gifts and in your own skill set and in your own ability to actually learn something and actually adapt and overcome if need be. But like you said, just with the ad story, it's just that's something you just fell into. It wasn't anything that you were particularly honing in on, but it was just a part of something that you needed to do to grow, So I just like that, just falling into your strengths. I would just completely agree wholeheartedly with that. Just really fall into your strengths and just believe in your ability to do things, and just write it down, and measure it and manage it. And because if you can measure it, you can manage it better, Earlier I was just looking at numbers and spreadsheets and all this stuff, and that's just something that I like to do because it keeps me in check. Because it's like if I'm measuring something, then it's like this process of doing, and becoming or developing or growing. And I remember when I first started measuring stuff, I got into website. I remember I was in college. I was on the cusp of graduating, and I just remember building a website just for personal reasons. But it's just like that. It just grew into something to where, like how you said with the ads, it's like one person saw it and they saw this vision for what they could do. And then, I got referral after referral, and that just led onto this whole thing of just like building websites for people to like coaching them through it, and then getting more into coaching, and then like that personal development thing. And it just grew from there. So, but just again, believing in your strengths, believing in your own skill set, and being adaptable. I feel like that's just the biggest thing, is just knowing that you can excel, like you said, dominate in these multiple areas. Even if, people are going to you for that. And I feel like they go to you that, like you said, for a reason. It's like a compliment or a complaint, and I'll talk about that in some of these online courses, just like recognizing that the compliments, like if people are saying you're really good at this, or if they're complaining because there's this problem going on and they're talking to you about this, probably because they know you can fix it, so just believing in your skills and believing in what you can do.
Absolutely. So if you take away nothing else from this episode of Never Miss a Monday, just know the worth of your strengths, lean into your strengths, and be confident that you're created for a reason. And there are things that you are innately gifted with that other people just simply aren't. And that's just how it is. And we all have that gift, but be willing to be confident and share your gift and not shy away from it.
All right. Thanks, guys, for joining today.
That was our Never Miss a Monday. Marty, what do you have going on with Martavius Charles & Co. this week?
Oh, thanks for asking. So this week for MC & Co., just releasing more articles, releasing more podcasts. So just check out on my website, martaviuscharles.com, for the newest updates that are coming this week. And just look out for new challenges as well. So I usually do 14-day challenges, and I'm starting to expand that even. So if you want to participate in that, that is an amazing program that'll help you to really focus on your mindset and just giving you those personal development tools as well. That's what I like to do in all my things. So again, if you go on my site, you can join the email list and you'll get more information about what's going on with that. So that's what's happening this week and every week.
Nice.
What about you with Kashimowo?
So we've got affirmation cards.
Oh, yeah.
Back in stock. The original Moments of Motivation Morning Joy edition is back. We also are working on the minis collection, so that hopefully will be here in the next week or so.
Very nice.
And of course, we've got ongoing virtual yoga classes. The next class is this Wednesday at 7. You can head to kashimawo.com. And by the way, Martavius also created that website too. You can head to Kashimawo, CASHEMAWO.com to book your classes, to grab affirmation cards, connect with me. I'd love to hear from you.
Awesome. So thanks, everyone. Again, it's just for more motivation. Just follow myself for Cash, and we'll talk to you later on another episode of Never Miss a Monday.
Have a great one.
All right. Until next week.